DG or KCA to come and confirm that.
Whether you want the PS to bring it or the CS, my argument, I'm saying that agreement was not delivered to us, and I would like to be presented.
Because it was not.
The next thing I want to raise, Chair, is asking my brother, the CS. There is an amount that is supposed to be paid as a fixed concession amount in this agreement, $47 million. Who's supposed to pay it?
The concession fee that is being negotiated right now stands at $50 million to be paid by the proponent.
Who is supposed to pay?
The proponent, that is Adani.
And if you don't, that is not true. So I'll ask my colleague to present that information. We are the ones who are actually supposed to pay that amount of money in case we don't oblige to the agreement, particularly if that agreement has been signed. So I want to raise the issue. Go to page 38, section 7.4, preliminary financial proposal. Yes. Thank you.
Are we discussing the proposal or the agreement?
It's on the report.
No. What I'm trying to say
is the proposal that Adani is presenting to Kenya.
Which the country, as per the CS,
yes,
had said, they have not gone to the point of the agreement.
No, but so it's good for
Kenya. Draft proposal.
Chair, it's good for Kenyans to know what we're getting into. That is it. Yeah, let's see the baby. Let's see how they have dressed up this baby. As indicated on table 8 below, we are proposing a fixed concession fee as consideration for the contracting authority. For the base year, the fixed concession fee is provisionally estimated to be at USD 47 million to be updated post feasibility study. So it could go to $100 million US. Some of the assumptions underlying this proposal include projected error revenues, which are based on competitive assessment of JKI's historical and current error charges. We as a country will pay that, right?
No, that is not
what is this about?
This comes from the proposal.
Can I chair through you, please? And I'm not being rude. You'll forgive me, PS. I'd rather ask my legal team to interpret this for us, Chair.
You see, and that's where...
Yeah. This is what he tabled.
No. Just...
this is what
let me come out clear. Yeah. Let me come out.
Help.
What I would want us to deal with
a lot of humility.
What I would want
with
us
a
to
lot
deal
of humility, Chair.
Yes. What I would want us to do.
Could I please say something?
What would I want us to deal with is that, according to the CS, and I want just to direct the path that we have to take, so that we don't even discuss the colors, we don't discuss the letters, we don't discuss all those things. What we need to discuss, as per the CS, is what he has submitted, what he has said it's not being dealt with, or they have not gone to that point. Do you think it would be proper to take Kenyans through a document that is already nowhere?
Absolutely, Chair. Through you, let me ask you, Chair. When you wanted to marry somebody, wouldn't you want them to tell you what kind of wedding they want to hold?
Just 1 minute. It's okay.
That would determine your judgment.
No.
The point, Chair, the point I'm making is, and I say this with a lot of humility, Chair, don't keep for them.
I'm not getting. I'm just
this is their document.
Can I help, Chair?
Yes.
Senator,
this is their document.
Just 1 minute, Chair. You see, the Senator is reading from the Adani proposal. Perhaps what you could direct that the CS responds to, just like we dealt with, you remember when I read the original proposal from Adani saying the runway is not a priority, they would have to evaluate traffic and see if it is necessary. So the ministry should tell us this proposal on a fixed concession fee, how have they treated it? Because it's a proposal, it's not a draft. This is a proposal that was received from Adani. During the course of the negotiations that are going on, how has the Ministry of KA treated this proposal? That's all they need to say.
And I believe the CS, I'm just trying to give direction. Because the first question that the CS said here is that there is no agreement, it is just a proposal. So the question is, and I want members also to go along with me, is whether you would want to discuss a love letter or that proposal or marriage certificate.
Chair, it is not also correct.
Because and I want it. I don't want to be seen that I'm stopping Senator Onyonka from executing his point. My point is as easy as that. The CSA, there's no agreement. There's no Chair, proposal. So do you want us to spend time?
Allow me to guide you on one thing, Chair. It is not correct, by the way, to say there is no agreement. What the ministry or the KA should be saying, there is no final agreement, because the head of terms is an agreement. So what they need to tell you is how have they treated this proposal on a fixed concession fee? How did they understand it? How have they treated it? In now, when you look at the agreement or the heads of terms, how have they treated it? Because they have been explaining how they have treated the other proposal.
Explain that very briefly.
It's fairly straightforward. If you refer to page 24 of the heads of terms, which 12.4, which basically defines the concession fee, and where the head of terms, though non-binding, has brought out what has been kind of agreed, we will be able to answer Senator Onyonka's question. Page 20.
Chair, through you, Chair.
Yeah, proceed.
I would like to state that a permanent concession means that in case we sign this agreement and Adani does not make any money whatsoever, or if anything goes wrong, then we will have to pay that money depending on what it is on a yearly basis, whether they make a profit or not. Mr. Goya, am I right or have misinterpreted this agreement?
Okay. Honorable Chair, as you may be aware, we run a network of 22 airports. Among them, JKIA is the major operator. When we are concessioning out JKIA, the other airports have to operate. And to meet that requirement, we need a concession fee from the concessionaire. When they submitted the proposal, they made a proposal that they will be paying KA on annual basis $47 million to take care of other requirements. In the negotiation, we negotiated up to $50 million, and it is resident in the heads of terms item 2.4, which my honorable CS has referred to. 12.4.
So, Chair, and you are comfortable with that figure?
We are comfortable with this figure because what this figure is supposed to do is to help us repay the outstanding loans, run the operations of the other facilities, over and above the revenues which are being generated.
Why was the loans which we have not included in the list that you on that concessionaire clause? Because we know what the airport owes.
What we've done is that this...
Just hold on before I finish through you, Chair. And if the airport reached a stage and the debts were paid, who would be receiving that money?
This money will continue to be received by KA because KA is also...
I told you that there is a section of this agreement where actually at some point KA is going to have to relinquish the responsibility of running that airport.
No.
Which you agreed to.
Honorable Chair, there is no day KA will vacate the management of JKIA.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Now, the next question I want to ask, Chair, because I don't have a lot of time.
2 minutes.
You know a company called CS. I am a bit uncomfortable because you are not there, but I'm sure because of institutional memory, your teams would most probably... The company called LG that is providing the evaluation and analysis, the financial... How was it recruited? Did you advertise for this job?
Let me put it like this, Honorable Chair. LG is the one which advised the government. Yes.
Excuse me, Chair. Answer the question. Don't tell me the story of what LG does.
For the feasibility study,
whatever that was
we
done.
are the ones who recruited LG.
Did you advertise for them to be recruited?
We never...
according to the procurement law.
What happened was that, and that one...
The answer is yes or no.
Give the MD an opportunity to answer you.
Yeah, these are yes or no. When you see somebody is lying,
yes
they will start telling you
mathematical.
a story.
I
just want him to say yes.
Give him.
We did tendering.
That's the way I've given you an opportunity to ask question. Give them a chance to answer a question.
Honorable Senator, we want you to inform the public, and therefore we have to give you the right information to inform the public. What happened was that way back in 2022, ALG did the National Aviation Policy and Medium-Term Investment Plan for the government of Kenya under the directorship of the PPP Directorate. Because the report was high level, we wanted to have a detailed feasibility study. So we rode on their institution of memory and the fact that they had data. So we recruited them directly to do for us the feasibility study.
Chair, help me.
You got your answer. They recruited directly. Next question.
You did direct procurement for a company that is going to do an evaluation and giving an history, and that is going to tell us the evaluation of our... Right?
We saluted the law to the letter.
You didn't follow the law. So I come to the next question, Chair. There's a reason why I asked that question. When you decided that you are now going to actually bring in Adani and they are supposed to be running our airport and there are other things that they are going to do, when you've brought in AG to come in and these discussions are going on, did you feel there was a necessity for you to start engaging the stakeholders, particularly the workers of the airport and including the business interests and the people who are running the businesses at the airport? Did you conduct feasibility studies before you and Adani could sit down so that you get the direction the public is thinking, or did you decide that the public was not needed in making that decision?
Honourable Chair, as I mentioned earlier, ALG did for us a feasibility study upon which we got the numbers now to engage. Now, in terms of engaging the workers and the other stakeholders of the airport, we were not in a position where we had the concretized information which we could now discuss with the concerned stakeholders. And that's why we waited for the heads of terms to be ready, things cleared, so that we have something which we can discuss, which we can share with the concerned stakeholders. I submit, Chair.
So through you, Chair, there was no need to call these people. After all, as far as I'm concerned, AG is basically an illegal entity that has been conducting exercises without authority. So I will come to the next question very quickly, Chair. You have mentioned that there was no any other private organization or company that gave a proposal for them to also come in and participate in the PPP exercise. The answer I'm going to ask you, my leader, is very simple. Did you receive any report from any other company making a request that they also would want to participate in this exercise?
Honourable Chair, the only PIP we received was from Adani Airport Holdings, but not from any other party. PIP.
Through you, Chair, did you find that normal? That one company, let's assume we are, I am a senator and I want to